Starting off, we got 4 sets of cable curls here. I've already done 2 sets of 20. We got 2 more sets of 20 to go. Whoo. The pump you get from these is actually crazy, man. Oh my lord. Because it hits the end from, it goes from hitting the long head and the short head of the bicep because of the angle that you're on. That's 10. So going from a complete stretch position here, all the way in. All right. I think about rotating the wrist. Rotate out. There we go. Oh, okay, this burns. Oh, this is one of those fantastic bicep exercises that I don't do enough because right now my biceps are fried. Oh my God. Tricep work, same thing here. We're doing about 45 sets of 20, and we'll utilize rest pause here. Go trying to literally fry the hell out of the triceps right now. Okay, that's a little bit too easy, so I'm gonna go up in weight with this one. And normally I would stand a little bit taller, but because this machine's a bit too short for me when I do my extension, so I have to bend a little bit more with these. But like again, so just that first set, I'm gonna count as a warm-up set. So I'm gonna try to do an additional 5 sets on top of that, all right? Because that was too light. And that first one's kind of just warm up the tricep, lubricate that elbow joint, and then we're gonna get into it. All right. All right, this is gonna be my official first set here. Let's go. Okay, that wasn't bad. I feel like I'm gonna have to drop the weight as we go, as I do more sets here, because that was just enough. So I'm gonna try and do one more set of the same weight, and then maybe I'm gonna have to drop it down a little bit to make sure I keep those reps quality and I don't cheat too much. All right, but cheat reps are fine, but you have to know when to use them. You shouldn't be using them in your first couple sets of your exercise, right? You should be close to the end when you know the tank is pretty much like 90+% depleted. Then that's when you want to get into using some cheat reps, right? And cheat reps, even though you're doing cheat reps, understand that there's a safe way to execute cheat reps, right? So you still don't want to be cheating in the wrong way. You also want to make, you can do cheat reps, but the key thing to always remember when you do cheat reps is make sure that you're maintaining proper core and strength stability at all times, right? You can rock all you want to, but make sure that core stays rigid as possible. See, maybe I do more than 20 with some cheat reps on this one. I'm gonna do my last set here. Okay. Okay, that's 12. Got 8 more, man. This burns. So the one thing when you do bicep or tricep is that, especially when you get tired, right? Typically, we want to cheat in terms of rushing that contraction or rushing that stretch. But you want it the more you get tired, the more you want to really slow it down, because that's when you really get to a point of peak mechanical tension, which is what you want, because that's the point in which that you're really stimulating the most muscle fibers within that muscle group. All right, so that's 12. I got 8 more. I'm forcing squeeze in here as I get tired. All right, we're gonna get into our hammer curls, and we're gonna do the dance with some 70-pound dumbbells here. I don't know how many I'm gonna get, but what I find for myself, that's a good formula to put a mass and definition in my arms, is that I'll start off with a high volume movement where I'm doing a lot of reps to really get the blood flow there. Then I do a heavy movement that's focused on strength. And then my next one, I'll follow up with something that helps me burn out. And I find that's the best way that I'm able to get mass and strength and also get that hypertrophy effect. So I get, again, the size and the definition, which is what most of you guys want, right? So yeah, so now we start with some, with those curls, 4 sets, 20 reps to really get that blood flow going there. So now when we go heavy, we should get a lot more of a better contraction and tension on that bicep here. So I find that works for me. Try it out, see if it works for you. All right, let's go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Got 8 reps on each side. That wasn't too bad. So we can do 3 or 4 more sets like that. Right now, too, I'm super flat in terms of my muscles right now, because the last time I ate like a proper meal was yesterday. The last meal I showed you guys, if you're watching these videos, was my ground beef, my eggs, and my okra. And then since then, the only meal that I've had was this morning. I had a protein shake with 1/4 cup of oatmeal, and that's really all the food I've had in the past a while. So my muscles are pretty depleted right now. So that's why my muscles look like smush right now. So there won't really be much of a pump. But when I do a refeed day tomorrow, that's when everything will fill back out. But the last couple of days have been like low carb, super low carb days. So everything's a bit flat. Got some cheat reps in there. Whew. Okay. That's catching up to me very quickly. I think I'm gonna do one more set of those. All right, last set here. This low carb thing is killing me right now. Like right now, it's like I'm going through the workout, but I don't feel like the energy's there. So I'm just pushing through here. All right, that's enough of these. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got two more movements. So now I gotta do my heavy version for my triceps, and then we're gonna finish off with some high volume, high reps from a bicep, and same thing from a triceps. But we're gonna make it more unilaterally, right, to isolate, because you always want to incorporate unilateral work and to make sure that, you know, both biceps, triceps, they grow relatively evenly, so you don't have any muscle imbalance issues where you have one muscle that's significantly bigger than the other. So, yes, this year we're gonna do hopefully about 3-4 sets. Don't know how many reps. We'll see how it goes. And then we're gonna finish off with like a unilateral superset from a single arm tricep to a single arm bicep. I was gonna go back and forth supersetting. All right, let's go. Whew. I think that was 10. Let's see if we can get a couple more sets of 10. Whew. I haven't done heavy overhead extensions in a while, so damn, I can really feel that in my joints. So the second set, like always, the second set should go a little bit better. All right, these are killer. Set number 2. Yeah. See? Yeah. My second set always goes better. Because especially when you're going this heavy and you're not used to it, the first set's always a shock to the nervous system. But once the body is primed and know what you're asking it to do, the second set, third set usually goes a little bit smoother. All right? So when you're moving heavyweight, don't be discouraged if the first set doesn't go as smooth. Because like I said, the body has to be prepped and ready for what you're asking it to do, right? You have to let the body know, okay, I need you to perform this task. And once the body is, okay, this is what he's asking, you'll be able to move with a lot more control. And, as you go along, your sets will usually, typically, go a little bit smoother. All right, so because on the first one, I think I got 9 to 10, and this one I got 12. It felt a lot smoother, I felt a lot more comfortable, right? Okay, maybe do 2 more. All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna show y'all, and then I want to film the fourth set because you guys get the idea. All right. That was rough. All right. Yeah, so next thing we're gonna be doing our bicep isolation work and then our tricep isolation work or unilateral work to finish off. All right, now we're gonna get a tricep work in. Whew. And go here, you should try and keep the elbow in front of your hips and go across. So notice I'm keeping my wrist there to make sure my elbow stays in place so I can get a lot more isolation on that bicep and a much greater stretch without too much movement at the shoulder joint. I want to keep the shoulder joint completely stable, allow that bicep to stretch. We also want to keep that elbow joint stable as well too, right? It's my variation for concentration curl. Good. Between these supersets, you're only resting about 60 seconds. And we're doing 12 here and 15 with the curls. Come on. I'm gonna go up and wait a little bit on this set. What I also like about this is that you're able to get a much better stretch, but with the stretch, you're able to control it a lot better. Because I know you guys probably seen like when people are doing preacher curls and they stretch too much because the angle's too great for the bicep to be stretched and for the elbow to be able to support that level of stretch. And typically that's where you see a bicep tear. But what I like with this, because I'm able to stabilize and anchor the elbow joint, I'm able to get more of a full stretch in that bicep with a lot more control without such a great risk for injury. Because as I go down here, I don't have that much gravity and that level of weight working against me from such an awkward position, pushing my tricep, my wrists, my shoulders in such an abnormal position where my ability to control the weight is going to be diminished, right? So this is all kind of the way I grip this as well too. I grip it with the palm up. So when I go down, right, so when my wrist is up like this, and when I go down, I can really stretch out that bicep, right, and get a much greater stretch down here, right? So I find that works. I've been doing this for a while, and so that's a good way. That's better than doing a preacher curl where he's stretching too much to get a proper stretch in that bicep. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do one more set, but I'm not gonna film that. So yeah, that's the end of this arm day. Yeah, hope you guys like it. Hope you guys find it helpful. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and keep watching. Because like I said before, these workouts, they're about to get more intense because we're getting to the point where it's warm outside. So I'm gonna start doing more my cardio on the track. Cause for my cardio, I do sprints. I hate the treadmill. I hate the bike. So my cutting right now, the past month since March 28th, has just been me cleaning up my diet and stuff like that. I've not started doing. I've done cardio here and there, but not consistently. So hopefully next week I can start going outside, doing my cardio more, doing a lot more ab work as well too, and then you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.